And so like I tell her, I was like, bro, like I really need to go to the trainer. So she's like, okay, fine, writes me a note. I go to the trainer, and the trainer's mad at me. She's like, why didn't you come in sooner? Like I can't do anything for you here. I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, you need to go to a hospital.
What?
I was like, what? So my mom comes and picks me up, takes me to the hospital. I have a stress fracture, like my shin's broken. And so I have to be in a boot for 6 months. And so I get the boot, and I come back to school the next day, and I go to my coach at practice. I'm like, so like I can't run. I give her the note, point out the boot, I'm on crutches. She says, what's this? I was like, I can't run. Like I have a stress fracture. And she's just like, so what are you gonna do? I was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I guess like I could just sit and like watch while everybody like runs or whatever. She's like, well, you can't stay in the period if you're not gonna be running. And I was like, well, clearly I can't run. So she was like, well, you can like do the elliptical or the bike or something. And I was like, my doctor said I can't be on my foot like at all. And she's like, well, then you can't be in the period. I was like, well, that's gonna mess up like my other classes, because I was in like AP and dual credit.
Yeah, you built your schedule around that.
And so like, she was like, well, talk to the counselor about that and get back to me. So I go and I talk to the counselor, and like she's like, well, some of these courses, like you'll have to switch to on level because like they're not available like at these times. So I was like, so like I won't be able to get like my advanced credit. And she's like, yeah, no, like you have to take like the regular class. So like I go back to Carruthers, I'm like, so she says like I had to switch to on level if I switch my schedule around. And she's just like, so what are you gonna do? So my dumb ass, I was like, okay, I'll get on the bike. So got on the bike, doing the bike thing for like practices for the next like 6 months. So when it's time for me to take my boot off, my doctor's like, what did you do? I was like, I was on the bike. And he was like, I told you, you're not supposed to be doing anything. And he's like, it didn't heal properly.
You're supposed to gaslight him. Be like, I didn't do anything. You didn't put on my boot right.
Right. And so she's like, it didn't heal properly. So either like we break it again and start over, or
break it again.
Yeah. Or
they do that?
Yeah. Or you can just like leave it that way, but you won't be able to run on it. I was like, you lost me at break it again.
So your ankle's crooked.
My shin is fucked up. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That legal action couldn't have been taken. That sounds like really like.
Oh, definitely could have been taken, should have been taken, did not take.
Yeah, because it's blatantly the coach's fault.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's literally their job.
Like if you look at my purse, my handicap sign's in there.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be like that, like I could just run track by myself and figure it out. If you're gonna be a coach like this, like you literally here to guide me and tell me stop running on it, so you could be off 2 weeks instead of forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, she ended up dying from cancer. So yeah, like a
Probably
year
untreated.
later.
You said probably untreated.
But yeah, so
that's your origin story of being a villain on Twitch?
nah, like I like to think that I'm still very not evil.
What made you start with architecture? Because that was the first degree you said you.
So it all started with Legos. I used to love Legos, building houses and stuff with Legos. And then when I was about 8 or 9, my parents got me a computer, and I was on there playing Roblox and building houses on there. It was so much fun. And then I was on Minecraft building. I just really like building stuff. So like I remember talking to my mom about it. I was just like, I want to build stuff like for real, like when I get older. And she was like, oh, okay, well, that'll be an architect. I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be an architect. So when I was in middle school, I was taking classes on like for Photoshop and stuff like that. Okay. So that's how I started like getting into graphics and stuff. That was just like a hobby. And then when I got to high school, they had architecture classes, so that's what I took. And those were really fun. I used to do competitions, like because we used to build like models and stuff like that out of like sticks and stuff. So
toothpicks and stuff like that.
That and like there's like specific like wood that you use for models specifically. I don't remember what it's called. It's been so long. But we used to do those, 3D printing, all that fun stuff. I remember whenever we went to state my senior year, I ended up getting second place, which was cool. It was really fun.
Building.
Yeah,
houses?
from my model. Yeah. I have
They have competitions for everything.
Yeah.
Have you ever gamed in a competition?
No.
You want to?
I don't know. I'm kind of ass. Like, I'd be kind of nervous. This is like all these people watch me be terrible, you know?
You just lose immediately.
Yeah.
You don't play games to win. You're just there to have a good time.
Literally.
No, I feel you.
I'm just there to catch a vibe.
Right.
If I'm ass, I'm ass. At least I'm having fun.
All right, y'all. So look, we just dropped the Patreon. That means access to this full interview early and other few interviews like it, as well as essentially an apprenticeship from me digitally. Now this Patreon is gonna have 2 tiers. The starter tier is gonna come with early access to full videos, behind the scenes content, tattoo and piercing quick tip, ad-free content, as well as information recommendation. That means any book, ebook, YouTube video, course, whatever I come across, what helps me is gonna help you. Now the second tier, that's only for the hustlers. That's gonna have access to everything I just mentioned, as well as in-depth tattoo videos with technique voiceovers. These are not time lapses. This is full 2, 3, 4 hours, however long it takes me to tat, you're gonna see all of it. We're also gonna have my Piercing 101 guide that's already up, my Piercing 102 guide that's on the way. I'm gonna drop the gems for the entrepreneurs. I'm gonna have things for clothing lines, manufacturers, how to speak with them, etc. I might even do some personal critiques for those trying to be tattoo artists. Be on the lookout for that. Subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the Patreon.